start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So USC's offense has the ball first today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running, and you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast, and the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Moore from the gun on third down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks. First score of the game goes up.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Mayava. Throws to the back. Fires complete on the crosser. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe, they go zone. And it's nice to have a running back that can line up in the slot, read the zone, kind of sit down and understand where to be. QB throws the strike, he makes the catch. Nice job being on the same page.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
They've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Throwing more. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Maybe a crease. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Trojans use their 1st timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Now here's Moore. Intercepted, and he's got Convoy with it. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown USC. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here. But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Hill. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looking for room, it's Jordan. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
It'll be third and long. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. So now it's second and long. Moore
this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Hines is back in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If he has to be aggressive, if not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Right on the money.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
Well, they weren't able to come up with the completion on that play, but let's point out a positive here. How about the pass pro up front by this offensive line? They did an outstanding job giving their quarterback time to throw.
And it's good from 58 yards out. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 8 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Tigers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And
That doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. In the gun on third down, Moore. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down.
Snagged it, and there's running room. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. False start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still first and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Might be changing the route. Throwing more. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barber. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Grabs it in the middle. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. The run inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Making side adjustments here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with second and 15. Dante Moore. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. On the move. Touchdown, Oregon! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially...
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pressure coming, and they got it.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man on the right. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. On the run from inside, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. On the run, it's Davison. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this.
Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Off play action on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. And he will score! Touchdown, Trojans!
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
And they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Using his feet. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Lost one on that last one in 2nd and 11. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stumbled to the ground.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Throws to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And after that big completion, look how quickly the quarterback is getting his guys set and ready up at the line of scrimmage. They've got no timeouts. They've almost got no time. They got to push the pedal to the metal here to win this game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's more to throw. Fires to the right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Moore will throw. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.